Okay.
Hey guys, and welcome to Tnashi's Movie Corner. And for today's video, I am doing another versus between The Little Mermaid and Tarzan. So in order to determine the outcome of this versus matchup, we go based upon plot, main characters, side characters, songs, humor, villain / antagonist, cast, romance, action, themes, and memorability. So let's get right into it and start off with plot. And for plot, we decided to give that one to Tarzan. The thing about Little Mermaid's plot is, it's about this. It's about Ariel, who decides that she wants to go and she wants to be able to walk and experience everything that it is to be human. And to kind of go along with her reasoning, she kind of falls for Prince Eric. Just by one encounter, she falls for him. So she decides to go against her father's wishes and seeks out Ursula, the sea witch, and goes into a contract with Ursula and everything. And then you have the whole deal with, well, she has to get a kiss. A true love kiss or something before the end of the third day, or she will become this green little slimy monster seaweed looking thing. Yeah. Anyway, the thing about Tarzan though is not only does it start off with him as a baby and has a little montage with his parents, and you get mirrored with the gorillas and their kid and everything and all that happens. But then you get him thrown into this situation where he's being raised by these gorillas, but he's obviously not a gorilla. So there's a little conflict back and forth about where he belongs. Does he actually belong here? And he does his best, but then you have him encounter other people when he's grown, and then that opens up this whole other world to him that he had no knowledge of, and it kind of gives him a little bit of an identity crisis there for a moment, where he's trying to figure out which world he belongs with. And so I think the plot for Tarzan is there's a bit more to it. There's a bit more substance to it than what you get for a Little Mermaid. And it's not complicated. Neither plot are very complicated, but the arc of the characters, the action of the characters, and everything that happens within the story, there's just more to Tarzan than what you get out of Little Mermaid. So for that reason, Tarzan gets it. Moving on to main character, we also gave that one to Tarzan. Like I said, you see him as a kid, and you see everything he has to overcome, every obstacle, all the problems that he has, and all the things that he learns, and everything. And he's a really likable character to begin with, and you kind of associate him with him in a way, just because he's kind of an outcast within his own family. People can identify with that, and it's about finding similarities and forming bonds and everything. There's a lot more to his character. Again, Ariel is, great character in her own right, but there's just not much depth to her, and there's a lot more to Tarzan. Side characters, we also gave it to Tarzan. Little Mermaid doesn't have too many. King Trident, Sebastian, Flounder, Prince Eric are the main ones, but with Tarzan you have Jane, and Jane on her own has a lot to her, a lot of personality, a lot of showcasing of her character in it. And you also have Kerjak, the father gorilla, or stepdad gorilla to Tarzan, and he has quite the arc too, and you kind of understand where he's coming from a little bit. But I forget the mother, but you have Tarzan's gorilla mother, and you have Tarzan's kind of gorilla best friend, and the elephant and everything, and all of them have quite a bit of strength to their character. All of them have unique perspectives and unique interactions that really help Tarzan along. So they really bring a lot more to it. Then moving on to songs, we gave that one to Little Mermaid. Again, it's not just about enjoyability. It's about the importance of the song within the movie. And Little Mermaid quite literally has them singing their emotions out. And it comes across a little better than Phil Collins, who is just singing as stuff is occurring. Humor we gave to Little Mermaid. Sebastian is the main reason. He's got a lot of humorous moments in it, and it really stands out. Not that there's not humor in Tarzan, just there's a little more for Little Mermaid. For villain or antagonist, we gave that one to Little Mermaid because of Ursula as the Sea Witch. They all have their reasonings. Their reasonings are kind of pushed under the rug a little bit. They're not gone into as much. But Tarzan actually has two kind of villains or antagonists, and that takes away a little bit. If Clayton had been one the entire time, maybe we'd see a little bit more to him. But for cast, we also gave that one to Little Mermaid. Jodie Benson, I believe, is Ariel. Hopefully I got that name right. But her alone, she stands out more. So Tarzan doesn't have too many characters where their voices really define the character, unfortunately. Whereas Little Mermaid, you do have Ariel, you have Sebastian, that kind of define their character. And Ursula. Definitely Ursula. So for that reason. Romance, surprisingly enough, we gave to Tarzan. Even though Little Mermaid is kind of focused a little bit more on the romance, it's less believable, and it doesn't quite work as well as Tarzan, which, again, has it happen over time. It's not even introduced until partway through the movie, but you buy it, and you buy everything that kind of accumulates from it. So for action, we also gave that one to Tarzan. They both have their bits of action. Tarzan, I think, just has the edge there just a little bit. For I'm going to skip themes for a second, come back to it, go to memorability, which we gave to Little Mermaid. Pretty clear why. There's a lot of music points in which there's definitely scenes that just incorporate that movie a little bit better than Tarzan has. So now going back to themes, this was extremely hard to figure out. And when it came down to it, I had to go and give it to Tarzan. This Little Mermaid actually had some pretty good themes to it. There's a little kind of parenting theme, and the whole exploration and kind of the love aspect of it as well, which gets brought up a bit. The thing about Tarzan, though, is there's the theme of family, and that's, you see that at the very beginning. It's throughout the movie. It's a very good theme. So there's that whole one about family and what distinguishes a family as a family, and whether it's by blood or by character and connections and stuff like that. And there's a whole thing about kind of what it is to be human. And again, love's kind of brought in there as well. On what path you choose based upon who you love and everything. And you even got kind of a protect the wildlife thing, which is, it's not never a bad one to have. But Tarzan just has I'm just going based off of memory here, but it seems like it incorporates it better, especially the family one. And the family one makes a lot of sense, a lot more sense. And so it goes beyond simply the parenting aspect of it. So, not by much, but it ends up getting the point. So tallying it up, we have a 5-6 vote in favor of Tarzan. So Tarzan is the winner of this matchup. But what do you guys think? Do you agree or do you disagree? Which movie would you have picked to win this, and why? Hopefully you enjoyed this vid. Click that like button, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And check out my other vids and give me your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. Anyway, that'll wrap this up. So until next time, peace.